Hi, everybody. This is Racquel Palmisi. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing well and breathing, and nice to see you all here on Facebook and Instagram. Hi, Socorro. Hi, Cindy. Hello. Wave at you. I'm having so much fun with this. Uh, so I would like to invite you to let's all start dropping in a little bit. There's something important to talk about, to bring in today. So take a deep breath and get yourself feeling embodied. So drop in, breathing in. Nice deep breath. Hold it for a second or two. Feel yourself maybe move around, move your shoulders a little bit, your chin, your hips. You're going to feel your body. Feel yourself, your beingness. We spend way too much time up here, don't we? In the chatter box of the mind. Let's take a moment out of the day. And breathing out, feel yourself dropping in. Another one. Just drop in and you'll start feeling energy circulating. I always have a hard time sitting still. People ask me why I wiggle around so much, and I can't help it. At this point, it feels like I'm always moving energy, or energy is always moving me. Let's put it that way. And I am very thankful for it, because it keeps me feeling a feeling of vitality and not exhaustion. And it helps me focus and concentrate rather than need distraction or be distracted by shiny things out there and other people's voices and my own mind, thoughts, and chatter. So as you're breathing, feel your body moving. Maybe it wants to move a little. Let it move around, moving energy. If you've been with me on these Wednesdays, you know I talk a lot about trapped energies in the body, so you can feel it. Maybe tap a little, get it moving. Don't have to beat yourself up unless you want to, but tap, tap, opening the energy centers, the chakras. That feels good. That's always such a good one. It's such a good one, opening the crown chakra. Hello, God. I'm here. Hi. Feeling yourself opening and opening and opening. Circulating energy with me. Feel us together in this kind of energy field that's building among us. Such good practice. Such a good way to greet the day for yourself in the morning. With yourself, with your family, with your kitty, whoever, your world. Make connections through your breath and your breathing. Take your time with it. Feel yourself dropped in. Hi, Jody. Hello, Johnny. Oh, such a nice bunch of people dropping in. Hi, everybody. You can imagine how excited I get by all this. But actually, I have something very important. I think it's always important. But today, the urgency of a message is coming through. So, you can feel it as I'm exuding the energy of the urgency. That we are in several different global flows of different types of energetics going on right now. You know, we have our lovely pandemic, we have our isolation, we have our demonstrations of love and speaking out and desire to be seen and heard, to be together, to be on a mission of improving life for everybody going on. And that's just the tip of all that's going on energetically and in life here. You feel it all kind of going through us. It's like, wow, this is a lot right now as I sit alone in my office. Haven't seen anyone in person here for 3 months, I think. But my monastic sort of life right now doesn't feel alone or lonely. It feels the opposite. For me, it feels like I'm making connections with myself, with a self of me that I am just getting to know. And this connecting on social media is part of that. Understanding that energetically we reach out in very big and important ways. That it's not just our voice, our physical voice that's heard, but the voice of our hearts are heard even more powerfully through the energy that we put out into the world. So what I've been called on to address with you today has to do with being able to listen. How to listen. Now, everybody probably thinks, yeah, I know, I'm a bad listener. I'm a good listener, I listen. But no, we have so far to go in discovering the courage and the patience to actually really listen to each other, to listen to ourselves, to our own inner voice, to listen to spirit, to even try to understand how to be able to come out of judgment and criticism of self and of others, so that we can actually hear each other. Probably the most urgent and important thing that we can develop right now, and we have to, is this amazing, beautiful human skill of listening. We're very quick to listen and speak. We have associative minds. And for all you professional psychologists out there, I don't know if I've got this right, but I think you'll know what I mean. Our associative minds cause us to listen to something and immediately try to compare it to something that we've experienced or something we know about. So somebody says, yeah, I just have no patience for my 2-year-old. And right away, we will remind ourselves of some sort of thing in our own life that makes us feel like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Me either. Oh, I went through that, and this is how I fixed it. Or yeah, I know what you mean. But you don't really know what they mean. You know what you mean, what your experience of being impatient with the 2-year-old might have been like. But honestly, you have absolutely no idea how another being experiences that impatience, and then whatever guilt and shame and terrible feelingness that they might have for themselves by not knowing how to deal with their own child or not having the patience for it. The other thing that happens is as soon as we get an associative memory like that, right away we want to help them fix it. Well, why don't you try this? Or, hey, I don't know, you want me to come over? Yeah, here's what I did. As if the doingness in life is going to solve the problem, when the actual impatience that's happening to that person is coming from such a deeper place. Perhaps fear that they don't know how to parent. Perhaps this devastating doubt in their minds, in their hearts. This desire just to run. I can't do this. This giant, depressing desperation that can happen. So while we're busy thinking we know, the other person is just needing to be heard so that they can find a pathway into empowering their own heart. Patience is not something we do. Loving our child is not something we do. It's something we open to. And we can't open to that love, that patience, if we're caught in a web of self-recrimination and desperate doubt of doing a good job. So while our dear friends will do everything they can to try to help us, here, take this herb, it'll relax you, maybe it'll help. Why don't you give your child something? Here's how to do it. Do it, do it. When you take this out into the world right now of what's happening at a global scale, with the demonstrations, with Black Lives Matter, with Black people, Latina people opening up, raising their voices, the visions of all races of people marching together are beautiful. And still the predominant thing is, yes, we need to change the system, absolutely. But none of that is going to happen effectively until we learn how to actually listen. And that may take a very long time, because the first step in effective listening is to actually have no time limit on it. To actually be curious, interested, patient, and non-judgmental. What is life like for you? Not what are you trying to accomplish here? Maybe I can help. It's great. It really is. And there's a lot that's being done and a lot more that has to get done. But really, tell me your story. What is it like in your family, in your life? Tell me, I'm interested. I want to sit with you. I want to walk with you. I want to see who you are. Not how you remind me of myself. Not, yeah, well, I've been through some similar stuff myself. I can relate. No, you can't. Not really. Effective listening has to do with understanding that every being is unique, has their own story. And you know what's really beautiful is that every one of us, no matter how young, no matter how old, no matter what our background, how painful or not it's been, every one of us, deep inside ourselves, has our own hero story. At some level, we know that inside of us is a courageous, inspired being. And the way that hero story gets to unfold is by someone being interested in our story. Who are you? What's going on with you? Tell me what your life is like. Tell me so I can try to understand from my limited life, my limited experience. I will try the hardest I can to feel you, to know you for who you are, not who you remind me of in myself or my friends. that I can seek to experience your experiences with you by not knowing anything at all, by clearing my mind of preconceived notions. I have heard people say, okay, Black people have to get over it now. Enough time has gone by. And this, to me, is something I've heard as a woman. I'm hearing now as an elder. I've heard in many ways over my life, just get over it. It's very American. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Don't worry about it. Well, we've been trying that for a long time. My African American friends have been trying that for a long time, with measures, varying measures of success. But there's still a very low ceiling over their heads. Because who's really listening? Who's really curious about their experiences? Who's really willing to have agape love? I'll walk a mile in your shoes if I can. I will try. I will really try to open my eyes, my heart, my ears, my touch. Tell me about yourself. I will listen for as long as it takes for me to know you, for you, just for you. And then, together, we can work to move forward and advance the cause of creation. But until we learn how to listen, we can't heal our relationships, our primary relationships with our families, our mates, our children. The discord comes from a lack of communication, and we can't communicate until we can actually listen to each other. Because what we're saying is only a little bit of the story. What our husband or wife or partner says to us is often only a cover story for something much deeper. Listening means that we can separate what's being said, see deeply into it, to see what's motivating the person saying it. And beyond that, to look even deeper and see what they're really trying to say. What are you really saying? I will listen to you till the end of my days, if that's what it takes. Find a way to speak your truth, and I will hear you. So couples that I've been working with and that I know that are on opposite sides of the fence on things like vaccinations or, these hot button issues of the demonstrations going on now about politics. But is it ever really about politics? Yeah, topically, yes. Okay, you feel that way, I feel that way, all right, let it go. But when there's vitriol, when there's contempt, when there's distrust, the person is saying, you are not seeing me. You are not even trying. It's not what I'm saying. I am scared, or I'm angry. What's motivating? What's motivating? And can I be more of a witness than a defender of a point of view? Can I be a witness? Not detached necessarily, not a doormat, but can I detach myself from being in a war rather than knowing, understanding, seeking truth, and seeking a pathway of communication together? Can I offer the person an opportunity to let's just breathe right now and let's blow off some of this stress and opinions and hostility that we're feeling? Can we calm down our emotional bodies, give them a chance to clear? Can I run around, make some noise? This is really driving me crazy. Or am I just going to talk like this? Well, I think you're wrong, and this is why. And pointing our finger. Get it together. And cultivating more discord, isolation, and separateness. Can we learn how to listen? Simply, can we seek to walk in another's shoes? And I think that this is a higher order of consciousness than we have allowed in general in our society, and even the most enlightened of us have our ideas about the way things should be. We hide in our silos, and we basically communicate with others of like values and opinions. I think it's really brave, so courageous, to go out there and be still and listen to the voices of dissent and pain, anguish, the stories, to believe people, believe in their essential goodness even when they disagree with us, or even if they're reflecting things that are painful for us to listen to. Without being defensive and trying to prove, no, I'm really a good person. I did this, I did that. Feel yourself opening in this moment to a greater version of yourself. Listening to your teenager, for example. Really curious about why, what is going on with you. Tell me what your life is like. Just tell me. I'm interested. Help me help you. Help me help myself understand and grow. Tell me your story, please. Why do you love this video game? Show it to me, tell me. I won't judge you. I won't call you names like lazy. I love you. I want to know about you. And if you'll listen to me, I'll find an honest breath and tell you who I really am. And we can share. Listening. Listen with all of your heart, with all of your mind, with all of your knowing, with all of your light, joy, Let it be a revelation to you. What's better than human connecting? What is better than that? I don't know. When someone's eyes light up because they're finally being heard, what could possibly be more gratifying and fulfilling? And maybe a tear. Wow, someone's finally hearing me. Someone sees me. I love you. Thank you for seeing me. Thank you for hearing me. Thank you. No one's done that ever for me. Let's start a revolution of attention, of interest and curiosity of each other. Let's drop the associative mind, the judgments and assumptions, and the thinking that we know anything at all, because we don't. And who wants to? And who needs to? Who needs it? Let's not grow old in our crusty little silos and our opinions and our moralities and belief systems. They're all crumbling anyway. Let's let it go. Let's love. Let's get over ourselves. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for receiving this. I feel you. I love you. And I would love to hear your story. Let's be there together. Be well. See you next Wednesday.